It feels like home, says Tairine de Souza, the homeless mother of two who lives under this bridge in São Paulo. De Souza lives here with 12 other people who, like her, found life on the streets is the only way to survive.
Look, no one chooses to live on the street. No one chooses. If people are living on the street, it's because they've gone through something or they're going through something to get to this point.
De Souza is part of a different profile of homeless people. Until a decade ago, the homeless population of big cities was mostly made up of men with drug and alcohol problems. With the economic crisis deepening the country, more and more people like her are turning to the streets.
Olha, aumentou quase que 100% a população em situação de rua.
The homeless population has increased by more than 100%. With the pandemic, people lost their homes and the government did not provide housing assistance. With the recession and unemployment and inflation, the number of homeless people grew by a lot.
Advocate Robson Mendonça knows it well. Once homeless, he has been distributing food to the poor in downtown São Paulo every day for more than 20 years. The last homeless population census was carried out in 2019 and counted almost 25,000 people living on the streets. But those figures are now way out of date, says Mendonça.
60,000 people are living in total vulnerability on the streets in São Paulo today.
The increase in the homeless population in Brazil's largest city reflects the economic crisis that has befallen the country in the last decade. The coronavirus pandemic worsened a dire economic situation, one that is a key issue in the next presidential elections, set to be held next October. In 2018, Jair Bolsonaro was elected on promises of ending corruption. In the past 3 years, inflation has soared, unemployment has continued to run at 13%, and the average Brazilian income has fallen by 10%. Poverty weighs on the minds of many ahead of the poll.
Entrou a pandemia e eu trabalho com reciclagem lá.
The pandemic came. I worked in recycling. The stores closed. I couldn't work.
Lidiane Silva, like millions of Brazilians, could not bear the crisis. Without a job and money, she came to the door of the São Paulo Cathedral, where she now makes her home.
Isso coloca em xeque a própria democracia.
Democracy is at risk with inequality of this size.
Msgr Julio Lancelotti has been dedicating his life to the homeless population for over 4 decades. He has only seen the situation get worse and fears for the future.
Nós temos que resistir.
We have to resist in a fight we are losing, and we're going to lose more. More people will die, more people will go to live on the streets. It will increase, but we are not going to stop fighting.
Lacking government assistance, many of the homeless now look for help from people like Father Julio, Robson Mendonça, and private charities. Their work among the poorest of the poor is only getting bigger. Ian Boechat for VOA News, São Paulo.